Greetings everyone, welcome. In this session, let's take a look at Intersight's Service Mesh Manager, SMM for short, that simplifies application observability and hence makes the life of DevOps much easier and makes them feel like superheroes. Service Mesh Manager is the first in the series of extensions that we plan to add as part of Intersight Kubernetes service to improve application observability and security. A quick introduction on the Intersight platform. Intersight platform simplifies hybrid cloud deployment for mixed workloads, whether it is containers, virtual machine, or bare metal, on any kind of infrastructure, whether it is on-prem or in public cloud. Service Mesh Manager is a managed Istio offering which is available on any Kubernetes cluster, whether that's a Kubernetes cluster created on IKS, on-prem, on VMware, or Intersight Workload Engine, and in future on bare metal or public cloud, or any other clusters that you have and then adopted onto IKS. This allows you to have multi-cluster mesh across all your clusters. Let's take a look at the functionality a service mesh provides. Suppose you have a movie catalog and ticket service application, and you have split that application into multiple microservices as part of your cloud native deployment. The application would usually consist of a front end, multiple components of the business logic, and a backend. In the monolithic world, if you wanted to add observability and security, you would add in the single component of the virtual machine. However, now you have to embed that functionality in each of these microservices. Instead of each individual team developing the snowflake functionality, what a service mesh offers is an ability to add, especially in case of Istio, a sidecar container, an Envoy sidecar container that consists of this functionality, so that you have a consistent and a conformant observability and security tooling which is deployed into each of your microservice. What Service Mesh offers is it enhances the Istio functionality and improves the lifecycle management, provides a holistic observability, a stronger security, and additional advanced use cases. Let's take a look at them in detail. We'll take a look at three components of the mesh. One is the lifecycle management of the mesh. The second is observability toolbox, how we have enhanced the monitoring capability of Istio, and look at simplified traffic management. So let's go to my cluster running service mesh. Deploying a service mesh is very simple. You can enable it as part of add-ons or extension profile of any Kubernetes cluster, whether it is IKS created cluster or an adopted cluster. For example, I have enabled SMM. That should enable this Istio service mesh. And here you can see I can add any overrides. In this case, I have enabled demo application. Once I have this, I get a quick URL into my Kubernetes cluster to bring up the service mesh manager. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to go here and I am going to now go and look at my service mesh manager. After configuring service mesh manager, you can log into SMM. SMM is security hardened 100% API compatible upstream Istio. We have added observability toolbox to make the DevOps life simpler. So let's start by looking at mesh management. Currently, I have 1.11 Istio control plane. If you have multiple control planes, it will come up here so that you can do a rolling upgrade of your application from one control plane to the other. Now, normally in Istio, you would have to hunt for proxy status commands and other commands to look at deeper into how your mesh is behaving. Here, you can just go into each of the individual control planes and look at the IstioD pod and look at the memory and the CPU usage requirement and other details of the IstioD pod, as well as all the proxies that you have configured both in cluster and as part of your ingress and the egress gateway. We also display any validation errors that might occur during Istio configuration. So this is how you can simplify your mesh management. Now let's take a look at observability toolbox. Let's start by taking a quick look at the topology. Unlike upstream Istio, where you have to add separate dashboard for Kiali, Jaeger, Grafana, we have consolidated so that you can get similar monitoring data on SMM, and in addition correlated the information so that you are better able to observe and take action on your microservices. So for example, this is the topology view. I have a single cluster, but if you had multiple clusters, you would see it in a same dashboard. And what you can see is that you can see either the live view or the timeline view. And so that you can zone down into a specific time and look at quantities such as request per second, which is between these microservices, or the latency which occurs between these components of microservices, or the security, whether each of these individual links are secure or not secure. In addition to the upstream supported protocols like TCP, HTTP, gRPC, we've also added common protocols which you would encounter in your application, such as PostgreSQL. For example, even for components like PostgreSQL, the transactions per second, the sessions per second, the statements per second for these popular protocols. And we aim to continuously expand on that functionality. Capability to configure Istio using the UI. With Service Mesh, it is very easy to configure the Istio through the UI at the service level, at deployment level, and also at the ingress and the egress gateway. Let's take a quick look at each of these components. So for example, at the service level, you can configure traffic management capabilities. Currently, it is splitting the traffic evenly across the 3 versions. You can easily change that here, or you can add additional traffic management capabilities such as retries, timeouts, fault injection, mirroring, and all of this to improve your application resiliency. Similarly, you can also add security postures very easily. By default, it is permissive, but you can change it to strict or completely disable it for each of the individual protocols within the microservice. And then you can look at the impact at the topology view of your microservices architecture. Similarly, at the deployment level, you can change the proxy configuration. So for example, you can enable or disable the sidecar proxy. At gateway level, you can configure the ingress or the egress gateway directly from SMM. So for example, in this case, it's an SMM ingress gateway. Currently, it is supporting HTTP, but you can easily add HTTPS protocol to support TLS termination for insecure microservices. You can configure TLS certificate name, or you can do your certificate management using Let's Encrypt directly from the SMM UI. Once you have added your ingress gateway, then you can easily configure routes and manage the routes directly from the UI. And then you can look at your deployment of the ingress and the service from UI as well. Now let's look at other components of the observability toolbox. Once your application has reached a steady state and you have configured all your traffic knobs, you want to proactively track whether you're meeting customers' SLAs. Microservices are designed to fail. You want to ensure that the downtime does not consume more than your scheduled error budget so that you can continue to meet your customer SLAs. So you want to be alerted when there is a projection that the error budget might reach your configured error budget, and then you want to reduce the downtime by taking advantage of outlier detection, distributed tracing, traffic tapping, and pod logs, which are provided by SMM. And for upgrade to a new version, you can reduce your downtime by taking advantage of intelligent canary rollout, which is provided by SMM. Let's take a look at some of these capabilities. You can easily configure service level objective at a service level. So for example, for this movies service, I can configure the SLO. In this case, I have configured it to be success request per second divided by the overall request per second. It's very easy to look at YAML configuration in SMM by just clicking on this icon. So for example, I can take a quick look at that ratio, and then every time your microservices fail, that would mean that you're consuming the error budget. So if the projection exceeds the error budget that you have allocated, then you can specify an alerting strategy and get alerted so that you can take proactive action. While you are taking the proactive action, there are certain things that can help you in reducing your error time. So for example, with the services view, we have a health status indicator. Anytime your services fail, you would see a different color here. So it would help you zone down into that specific segment. And then you can look at this error rate, the latency, and other characteristics, which would help you with debugging. The other thing which you can do is that you can easily do tap and tracing at each individual level. I can easily generate traffic if required. In my case, I already have a traffic generator. So then I can go to the traffic tab and can traffic and start streaming. And then I can look at the details at each level, which will also aid me with debugging. So that completes the SMM demo. Intersight service for Service Mesh Manager is available now, and it is included in Intersight Advantage tier. Start a free trial at intersight.com and check it out. Thank you for watching.